What's up, guys? It's Philip A. Croce with Science at IamCreatureScience.com. We're in Group A of the Movement Mastery Database, upper chest, and these are underhand cable chest flies. Now, I'm going to sit down for this one, but you can do this standing or seated. The reason why I'm going to sit down is just for height purposes, and you'll see why. When we're doing cable chest flies, what you really want to mimic is this horizontal adduction here. That is what we're doing. That's the movement of what we're working on. That's going to bring a lot of medial forces in. And if, depending on where our humerus is in terms of angle, if it's down here pointed at the nipple line, then you're going to work that lower thickness of your chest. But we're trying to work the upper chest. So you don't want the bicep nor tricep to be below the nipple line. Let's keep it up as high as possible. In fact, not as high as possible. I don't want you to take your bicep above your nose, right? But anywhere in between there is a nice sweet spot. You just do train accordingly, right? So we're going to take, let's just imagine this is a cable. We can use a band. It's about the same thing outside of the length tension relationship based off of muscle, more of a U shape than a band is more linear. But neither here nor there, you'll still be able to see it at the peak. Okay, so by the time we do this movement, I've actually created, if this is a cable, I've created a 90-degree angle with the cable in my wrist. If you have this, if anything, an acute angle, it's going to change the ferocity of your chest, because what you do with the hand through a straight arm is the same thing you're going to do with your chest, right? So let's come here, 90 degrees worth of a 90-degree relationship with the cable, the resistance, and the chest. I got my bicep and my tricep above my nipple line, or even to or above. I'm going to let all my breathing go. Compress the abdominal compartment. And we'll just use a phantom arm over here so you can see. All we're going to do is imagine that everything coming towards the midline of the body. Keep the arm straight. You bend the elbow. You failed or you fouled. And wherever my bicep and tricep is, that's where the peak contraction is going to be at the chest. So we come up a little bit higher. And we were able to kind of make this perfectly even. Reach out. And now I'm all through here working on that anterior delt and subclavius all the way to the sternum without me leaning over, right? You can come in, add a little pronation at the wrist if needed. That'll really get it going. As I'm doing that, I'm really shaping with invisible forces my chest. It's not like magic, it is magic. Only a few movements and we're already up. Discovering the creature in you. We're back, guys. It's Philip A. Croce with IamCreatureScience at IamCreatureScience.com on Group A of the Movement Database for upper chest. And this is the underhand cable chest flies. Now, just like everything else that we're doing, you can afford to be in an externally rotated position with the humerus. Please do, because that's always going to make you most closely related to your reference point, your anatomical reference point, which is anatomical position. So as we're externally rotating our humerus, you really could do this underhand, neutral hand, overhand, but I'm going to stick with the underhand and at most kind of rotate into neutral grip by the end of this because of the way that we're trying to attack the upper chest in particular. And the more we promote that overhanded grip, we're going to really promote this scapula, the scapula to come off of the thoracic cavity. That's what we don't want when we're trying to build the upper chest. So I don't have much weight on here at all, about 10 pounds. You don't really need weight once you are moving relative to gravity, because gravity is the vertical component always acting on the body. So on the movement database, what you'll see is do not let your biceps fall beneath your nipple line. Right here, we're pretty close. So this is about as low as I can go. And you can even take this thing higher, and that'll definitely get you more of an upper chest pump, and I'll show you both. So come here, upper hand grip. For the functionality of this video in the gym, this machine doesn't come as wide as I like it to come. You can still do it in this width, but if you can get a little bit wider, even greater. Just make sure that you're extended out. Make sure the lats are up showing, the serratus anterior are showing. And once you're here, I'm already at max tension. Any movement that happens now is going to be created by some muscular group. So why not make it be the one that we're focused on? It's the upper chest. So my arms are completely straight. Make sure your arms are completely straight. It's all about vector forces from here. Head up so the cervical spine is in place. Let all your air out. Because breathing is involuntary. Contract the chest. And from there, we're creating this upper stack. Even on my way back, you don't want to have the tendency to shrug up. That's no bueno. Now let's go a little bit higher. So I went about 2 notches. I was on 12, this is 14. The difference in this is that we're really promoting that subclavius action and getting a little bit into that serratus, anterior delt, which is good. That makes a nice square shape up top. So the higher you can get without coming above your nose, I would say the better when you're focusing on upper chest. But if you need to get in that upper mid area of the chest, come down a little bit lower. Don't let the biceps fall beneath your tricep. Don't let the biceps fall beneath your nipple line. Fair? All right, so heels and toes firmly on the ground. Breathing is involuntary. So we let it all go. Let it do its thing. Arms completely straight. Now it's vector forces. Head up. Contract. You don't need a lot of weight for this. And if you get to go into a little bit of pronation here, turn into a neutral grip. Really get even more dynamic forces acting at that junction with the chest and the shoulder.